Well, the acting foreign minister, the acting Afghan foreign minister, actually did make some comments on day one of what's expected to be 2 days of talks, first-time talks at such a high level since the Americans pulled out in August. And he said that he is looking for positive relations between the Americans and the transitional Afghan government, as well as, quote, a mutual commitment. He says that he recognizes that security in Afghanistan benefits not only Afghans, but the international community. So he offered assurances. He made pleas for assistance, as well as issued a warning. With regard to assurances, the acting foreign minister, his name is Maulvi Amir Khan Motaki, says that the Taliban will do its part. Bear in mind that the Taliban has pledged to its people that it would be the one to provide security. But in the last week, there have been 2 major bombings in Afghanistan that have killed scores of people. As you mentioned, ISIL in Afghanistan has claimed responsibility. On the economic front, regarding pleas for assistance, the acting foreign minister says that it is looking to the international community to help solve its financial woes. You are looking at a country that is heavily dependent on international aid with an evolving humanitarian crisis on the ground. It is asking that the United States lifts economic sanctions, unfreeze its assets, and reduce restrictions or lift restrictions at the Afghan National Bank. It says it needs to be able to pay its employees as well as provide services to the Afghan people. With regard to a warning, it said that, the foreign minister said, we do not want anyone to try to weaken, or the international community should not try to weaken our government, that this is a sovereign country and no one should meddle in Afghan affairs. For the Americans' part, they're not commenting officially at this point, but they did go into this meeting making clear that one should not interpret these talks as, quote, granting recognition to the Taliban or conferring legitimacy. The United States is looking, it says, to the Taliban to judge it on its actions. The United States is very focused on the issue of thousands of Afghans fearful of Taliban reprisals, still desperately trying to get out of the country. It wants to ensure that there is continued smooth distribution of humanitarian aid, and the Taliban mentioned that it would do its part. Unmentioned by the foreign ministry, at least on Saturday, is the issue of safeguarding the rights of women and girls, and what it may or may not do to ensure safe passageway for the thousands of Afghan allies who want to leave, or American allies who want to leave the country. Where they might be able to find some common ground could be on the issue of security, though the Taliban has said it will not work with the United States to help combat ISIL in Afghanistan. Clearly, the United States as well does not want to see ISIL continue to grow in Afghanistan and the country to become a safe haven for armed groups. And as I said, the Taliban has pledged to its people that it would be the ones to offer protection and stability in Afghanistan. Next up, the Afghan delegation says it will be meeting with EU representatives and those from other countries.